The human heart is a treasure trove of emotions, and at its core lies the deep connection between love and memory. Women often find themselves drawn back to a connection or relationship after a period of no contact, driven by emotional nostalgia and the powerful grip of shared memories. These emotions aren't fleeting, they are imprinted on the heart like echoes of moments that refuse to fade. Every relationship, whether brief or enduring, leaves behind a mosaic of experiences. Joyful laughter, quiet conversations, shared dreams, and even challenges overcome together. These moments create a reservoir of emotions that can be tapped into long after the connection appears to have ended. When time separates two people, it doesn't erase what was shared. Instead, it often amplifies those memories. Small triggers, a song, a familiar scent, a location tied to a special moment, can bring those emotions rushing back. For women who tend to be emotionally intuitive and reflective, these triggers can have a profound effect. The mind begins to replay scenarios, revisiting the comfort, safety, and happiness that once existed. It's not just about remembering the past, it's about feeling it again, as if those moments were happening in the present. The heart of this phenomenon is the undeniable pull of emotional nostalgia. Nostalgia has a way of painting the past in hues of warmth and longing, often softening the sharp edges of any conflicts or disappointments that may have occurred. While logic may tell someone to move on, the heart resists, clinging to what was beautiful and meaningful. Women are especially attuned to this because they often value emotional depth and connection in their relationships. It's not just the grand gestures they remember, but the subtle, intimate moments that define the bond. An encouraging word on a tough day, a look of understanding shared across the room, or the way they felt completely seen and valued. This emotional resonance becomes even more significant when life presents challenges or transitions. In moments of uncertainty or growth, the heart naturally gravitates toward what once felt secure. A woman might think about the person who stood by her side during a tough time, or who celebrated her victories with genuine pride. These reflections can spark a desire to reconnect, not just to relive the past, but to rediscover the sense of belonging that the relationship provided. And it's often during periods of solitude or change that these feelings become most pronounced. Another powerful factor is the inherent value of emotional security and familiarity. In a world that often feels unpredictable and chaotic, the heart yearns for the familiar. Relationships, even those that face difficulties, offer a sense of grounding. When a woman reflects on a past connection, she isn't just recalling the good times. She's also recognizing the emotional sanctuary it offers. She remembers the moments when she felt heard, understood, and cherished, and it's these feelings that can drive her to consider returning. It's also worth noting that this emotional pull doesn't necessarily mean overlooking past challenges or unresolved issues. Rather, it's about recognizing the enduring significance of the bond. Time apart often provides the clarity to see the relationship in a balanced light. The distance allows for the negatives to be weighed against the positives, and when the scales tip in favor of what was good and meaningful, the desire to rekindle the connection becomes strong. Women's natural inclination to nurture and care plays a role here as well. They might find themselves wondering how the other person is doing, whether they're thriving or struggling. This concern isn't just about curiosity, it's a reflection of the emotional investment they made in the relationship. That investment doesn't simply vanish during a period of no contact. It lingers, creating a quiet yet persistent desire to check in, to reconnect, and to see if the spark can be reignited. This pull toward emotional nostalgia isn't just about the past, it's also about the potential for the future. Women often hope that revisiting a meaningful connection could lead to something even deeper and more fulfilling. They imagine what could be if the relationship were given another chance, this time with the benefit of growth, understanding, and the lessons learned during the time apart. The hope of a brighter, more connected future is a powerful motivator, especially when paired with the comforting warmth of cherished memories. In some cases, returning to a past connection after no contact is about unfinished emotional business. It's about seeking closure or clarity, but often it's about reigniting something that feels too valuable to let go. For a woman, these emotions aren't impulsive, they're deeply rooted in her understanding of what the relationship meant and could still mean. The heart, guided by nostalgia and longing, often leads her back to what felt authentic and true. In the end, the emotional pull of nostalgia isn't about living in the past, it's about recognizing its value and allowing it to inform the present. For women, the return to a connection after no contact is a testament to the enduring power of love, memory, and the human desire for meaningful relationships. When these emotions are strong enough, they can inspire action, opening the door to possibilities that once seemed out of reach. It's a reminder that the heart has its own wisdom, and sometimes it leads us back to where we're meant to be. The concept of personal growth is one of life's most profound and transformative journeys. It often unfolds quietly, without fanfare, in the spaces where we least expect it. Relationships, particularly those that seem to pause or end temporarily, play a critical role in this process. When a woman walks away or chooses to go silent for a time, it is not always an act of finality. Often it's an intentional step towards self-discovery, healing, or growth. This journey toward becoming the best version of herself frequently carries profound ripple effects, not just for her, but for the dynamics of the relationship itself. Periods of no contact can serve as a catalyst for immense personal development. These times are not about running away, but rather about stepping back to focus inward. A woman who takes this space understands that true love is not built on dependency or unaddressed wounds. It flourishes when both individuals bring their whole selves to the table. For her, the decision to pause or create distance often stems from a deep recognition that growth is not just beneficial, but essential for the relationship to thrive. It takes immense courage to step into this space, especially when emotions and history intertwine. During this period of reflection, she may explore facets of her identity that were overshadowed or set aside within the relationship. Who is she outside of the roles she has played? What dreams, passions, and goals have been calling to her that she might have silenced? This self-exploration is not about leaving the relationship behind, but about finding the strength and clarity to bring her best self forward. When she is intentional about her growth, she discovers how to set boundaries, communicate effectively, and nurture herself in ways that ultimately contribute to the health of any future connection. Time apart also allows her to heal from past wounds, both within the relationship and beyond. Life inevitably brings with it its share of disappointments, traumas, and heartaches, many of which can linger in the background, influencing how she relates to others. By stepping away, she gives herself permission to address these lingering issues. Whether it's through therapy, introspection, or simply allowing herself the grace of time, she begins to mend the areas of her heart that were once broken. This healing creates a foundation of emotional strength that can transform how she approaches love moving forward. In the process of growth and healing, clarity emerges. Time apart from someone can often bring into sharp focus what truly matters. Does the relationship align with her values and long-term goals? Are the challenges within it surmountable, or do they stem from deeper incompatibilities? These are not easy questions to confront, but they are vital. A woman committed to her personal growth uses this time to seek honest answers, knowing that her future happiness depends on the choices she makes now. Clarity is not just about understanding what the relationship needs to thrive, but also about recognizing her own worth and what she deserves. This journey of self-improvement is not one-sided. When a woman steps back, it creates an opportunity for her partner to engage in his own growth. Relationships often mirror the energies of those within them. If she is growing, healing, and becoming more aligned with her authentic self, it naturally challenges and inspires her partner to do the same. In this way, the time apart becomes a period of mutual transformation. Both individuals have the chance to reflect on their own contributions to the relationship, the patterns that need to change, and the kind of love they aspire to create together. When a woman returns after a period of no contact, she often brings with her a renewed sense of purpose and confidence. She is no longer defined by past insecurities or doubts, but stands grounded in her own identity. This transformation doesn't go unnoticed. Her presence feels different, more self-assured and vibrant. Her growth enhances the dynamic of the relationship because she is able to approach it from a place of fullness rather than neediness. Her love becomes a gift freely given, not an attempt to fill an emotional void. This period of personal development also strengthens her ability to navigate the complexities of love. She learns the value of patience, the importance of healthy communication, and the strength it takes to maintain boundaries. These lessons aren't just theoretical, they are practiced and lived during her time apart. By the time she re-engages, she brings with her a toolkit of emotional skills that elevate the relationship to a healthier and more mature space. Her growth invites her partner to rise to the same level, creating a bond that is not just enduring, but deeply fulfilling. It's also worth noting that her journey of growth impacts how she views her partner. Time and distance provide perspective, helping her to see both his strengths and weaknesses with greater clarity. She may come to appreciate his qualities in a way she hadn't before, or she may recognize areas where she needs to adjust her expectations. This balanced perspective allows her to approach the relationship with a deeper sense of compassion and understanding. Love, after all, is not about perfection, but about acceptance and the willingness to grow together. In essence, the time a woman spends away is not a loss, but an investment. It's a declaration of her commitment to herself and to the potential of the relationship. Her journey of personal growth is a powerful testament to the idea that love is not static. It evolves, deepens, and strengthens when nurtured by individuals who are committed to their own well-being. When she returns, it's not just as the woman she was, but as someone transformed, ready to embrace a connection that reflects the depth of her own growth and understanding. At the heart of human connection lies the complex interplay of emotions and self-awareness. One of the most transformative realizations a person can have in a relationship is understanding the profound impact of self-worth and authenticity. When a woman returns after a period of no contact, her decision often stems from a place of deep emotional clarity and self-realization. This moment is not just about reigniting a connection, but about bringing her true, unfiltered self to the table. Her return speaks volumes about her journey of embracing her individuality and recognizing her inherent value. A significant part of this process involves her recognizing that her worth is not defined by external validation or the relationship itself. Instead, it is rooted in her own understanding of who she is and what she brings to the world. During the time apart, she often embarks on an inward journey to confront fears, insecurities, and societal expectations that may have previously clouded her sense of self. She learns to appreciate her strengths, acknowledge her flaws, and love herself unconditionally. This self-acceptance is not just empowering, it fundamentally reshapes how she approaches relationships and life. This sense of self-worth empowers her to establish and maintain healthy boundaries. In the past, she might have allowed herself to compromise too much or ignore her own needs to keep the peace or preserve the relationship. But as she grows, she realizes that true love and connection thrive on mutual respect and balance. Her return after no contact is not an act of surrender or dependency, but a declaration of her commitment to maintaining her integrity. She understands that boundaries are not walls to keep others out, but bridges to ensure that relationships are built on mutual understanding and respect. As she embraces her self-worth, she also begins to value authenticity over perfection. The time away allows her to shed the masks she might have worn to meet others' expectations or avoid conflict. She learns that vulnerability and honesty are not weaknesses, but strengths that create deeper connections. When she returns, she does so with an openness that invites her partner to do the same. This authenticity becomes the foundation of a relationship that is not just functional, but deeply fulfilling. It allows both individuals to see and appreciate each other for who they truly are without pretense or fear. Her journey of self-discovery also teaches her the importance of aligning her actions with her values. She recognizes that love is not just a feeling, but a series of choices and commitments. During the time apart, she reflects on what truly matters to her in a relationship: trust, respect, communication, and shared goals. This clarity gives her the confidence to make decisions that honor her values, even if they are difficult or uncomfortable. When she returns, she brings this clarity with her, creating a relationship dynamic that is more intentional and grounded. Moreover, her sense of self-worth influences how she navigates challenges and conflicts. In the past, she might have avoided difficult conversations out of fear of rejection or judgment. But as she grows, she realizes that addressing issues head-on is an essential part of building a strong and resilient relationship. Her time apart gives her the space to process her emotions and develop strategies for communicating effectively. When she re-engages, she does so with a willingness to have honest conversations and work through challenges collaboratively. This transformation also affects how she views her partner. As she grows in self-awareness, she gains a deeper understanding of the dynamics of the relationship and the role both individuals play in its success. She may begin to see her partner's actions and motivations in a new light, fostering empathy and compassion. This perspective allows her to approach the relationship with a sense of partnership rather than competition or blame. She understands that love is not about fixing or changing the other person, but about supporting each other's growth and happiness. Another critical aspect of her journey is learning to let go of control and embrace the natural flow of relationships. In the past, she might have tried to force outcomes or hold on to a connection that was no longer serving her. But as she grows, she realizes that true love cannot be forced or manipulated. It must be allowed to evolve naturally, with both individuals choosing to invest in it freely and willingly. Her return is not about reclaiming control, but about creating a space where love can thrive organically. Her self-worth also inspires her to pursue her own passions and interests outside of the relationship. She recognizes that a healthy partnership is not about losing oneself in the other person, but about supporting each other's individuality. During her time apart, she may have rediscovered hobbies, pursued new goals, or strengthened her relationships with friends and family. These experiences enrich her life and give her a sense of fulfillment that she brings back to the relationship. Her partner, in turn, is inspired by her vitality and independence, creating a dynamic where both individuals can thrive. Ultimately, her return is a testament to her journey of self-discovery and growth. It reflects her commitment to building a relationship that is not just based on love, but on mutual respect, authenticity, and shared values. Her decision to reconnect is not a step backward, but a leap forward, fueled by the strength and wisdom she has gained along the way. She understands that the best relationships are not those without challenges, but those where both individuals are willing to grow together. Her presence, shaped by her journey of embracing her self-worth, transforms the relationship into a source of joy, strength, and inspiration. When a woman returns after a period of no contact, it often signifies that she has come to recognize the profound value of the emotional connection she once shared. This realization does not come easily. It is the culmination of reflection, growth, and understanding. Time apart provides the clarity needed to assess not just the relationship, but also the depth of her feelings and the strength of the bond. Her return is not a spontaneous decision, but one deeply rooted in the acknowledgement that some connections transcend misunderstandings, differences, or even the challenges of life. The human heart is complex, and emotions are rarely straightforward. During no contact, she may have wrestled with feelings of regret, longing, and hope. This period of reflection often brings to light the unique aspects of the relationship that made it meaningful. The laughter shared, the support offered, and the understanding forged during moments of vulnerability become vivid reminders of what truly matters. Her return is a testament to the realization that such connections are not easily replicated or dismissed. She understands now that the emotional depth she experienced was a rare gift, one worth cherishing and nurturing. The time apart allows her to evaluate the role of her partner in her life. In the whirlwind of everyday interactions, it can be easy to take someone's presence for granted or to focus too heavily on imperfections. Absence, however, has a way of sharpening perspective. She begins to see the ways in which her partner contributed to her happiness, growth, and stability. It might be the small gestures of kindness, the unwavering support during difficult times, or the shared dreams that made her feel understood and valued. These realizations deepen her appreciation for the connection and reinforce her desire to rekindle it. Beyond the personal reflection, her return also signals a willingness to invest in rebuilding the relationship. Relationships, like all meaningful pursuits, require effort and intention. By coming back, she demonstrates her readiness to address past issues and to work toward a stronger, healthier dynamic. This decision reflects a maturity and emotional intelligence that prioritize growth over perfection. She understands that no relationship is without flaws, but it is the commitment to facing challenges together that sets enduring connections apart. Rekindling a relationship after no contact is also a profound act of vulnerability. It takes courage to reopen a chapter that was once closed, to risk rejection, or to confront unresolved emotions. Her decision to return is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It shows that she values the connection enough to navigate the uncertainty and potential discomfort that may come with rebuilding trust and intimacy. Her vulnerability is a bridge, inviting her partner to meet her halfway in creating a renewed bond based on honesty and mutual respect. Another significant aspect of her return is the desire to create a relationship that honors both individuals' growth. Time apart often leads to personal evolution, as each person has the opportunity to learn, heal, and rediscover themselves. When she returns, it is not to resume the relationship as it was, but to build something new and better. She brings with her the lessons she has learned, the insights she has gained, and the understanding that love is a continuous journey. Her presence signals a commitment to fostering a relationship that reflects this growth and aligns with the person she has become. Her decision to return also carries a message of forgiveness, both for herself and her partner. No relationship is without mistakes or moments of pain. By coming back, she demonstrates her willingness to let go of past grievances and to focus on the possibility of a brighter future. This forgiveness is not about ignoring the past, but about acknowledging it and choosing to move forward. It is an act of grace that creates the space for healing and renewal, allowing both individuals to approach the relationship with a clean slate and an open heart. Communication plays a pivotal role in her return. The time apart may have highlighted areas where communication broke down or where misunderstandings arose. By returning, she signals her readiness to engage in meaningful dialogue and to address these issues constructively. She understands that effective communication is the foundation of any successful relationship and is willing to invest the time and energy needed to ensure that both voices are heard and valued. This commitment to open and honest communication lays the groundwork for a partnership that thrives on mutual understanding and respect. Her return also reflects a deep sense of hope and belief in the potential of the relationship. It is a declaration that, despite the challenges and imperfections, she sees something worth fighting for. This hope is not blind optimism, but a grounded belief in the strength of the connection and the capacity for growth and change. It is a recognition that love is not just about the good times, but also about navigating the complexities of life together. Her return is a reaffirmation of her faith in the relationship and in the possibility of creating something truly beautiful and enduring. Ultimately, her return is an opportunity for both individuals to create a new chapter together. It is a chance to learn from the past, to embrace the present, and to build a future that reflects their shared values and aspirations. Her presence, shaped by reflection, growth, and understanding, transforms the relationship into a source of strength, joy, and inspiration. Her return is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of a deeper, more meaningful connection that celebrates the power of love, resilience, and shared humanity.